Folks, welcome back. Cumberland Outdoorsman here with you, and I'm watching some deer back here. There's a doe that's coming in right here at the edge of my property, and she's been coming here for several days now, and she's got at least one fawn with her. That's all I see. Sometimes I just see the fawn, then when I look in the woods, she's standing there in the edge of the woods, watching. But there's some more deer running with her further down, but she always seems to come up right here to the edge. But anyway, I went ahead and came out here, and I wanted to make another video that is related to the video that I posted last week, where I featured a vintage Remington model 581 22 rifle. And in that video, I told you that I just recently acquired it, and I didn't give much money for it, honestly. I mean, it's very inexpensive for what I got. And we brought it out here, and I shot it and everything, shot at some steel targets and some other things, and I showed you just how tightly that gun could shoot. And they are fine shooters, and if you own one, you know what I'm talking about. But in that video, I mentioned that I would be doing some work on the gun. So subsequently, I also produced another video to show you how to properly service the trigger mechanism on that old gun. And then I also mentioned that I would be refinishing the stock. Well, today I've been out here polishing down this stock since I put the final coats on it this morning. Let it harden real good, and this is what I came up with, folks. Has a beautiful American black walnut stock, and these stocks came standard on these guns when they first came out back in 1967. Show you the other side here. Turned out pretty nice, I think. Has some great figure in the wood. And I didn't know from the pictures that the stock was this pretty, because quite honestly, like I mentioned before, you don't know what's underneath the old finish until you sand it off and get it down to a nice fine luster, and then put some true oil on it, or linseed, whatever you like to use, when that grain really pops out. Let me show you what I'm talking about close up here. There you can see the grain in the wood, Now it's really glossy, and the finish that I put on here was birchwood Casey true oil. And if you're curious to see how I got this kind of finish using that, I'll leave a link in the description below, where a year and a half ago or so I posted a video where I refinished a Remington model 700 stock that belonged to a friend of mine, and I got this kind of finish with it. I take you through all the steps from a bare wooden stock, all the coats of true oil that I put on there, and how to sand in between and everything, and then finally to the final few coats down to the very last coat, and how I achieved that kind of finish. So if you can and you're really interested, check that video out. I think you'll find it rather useful if you want to try to do this, try to attempt to refinish a wooden stock like this. Now, like I said, these old guns back in the day came out with beautiful wood like this. That's not something you see anymore. So, if you want a nice old rifle, look around, because they're still out there. I just found this 2 weeks ago, so they're still available. You just kind of have to be lucky enough to run up on one and pick it up and kind of know what you're seeing when you're looking at it. I'm going to go ahead and put the action back in the stock, the barreled action, and bring it out here and show it to you with the gun completely assembled. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to show you some before and after pictures. So hang tight there. I'll be right back with you. Well, folks, it's getting kind of late, but I went ahead and reassembled this little rifle. I put the barreled action back into the stock, and here it is, completely finished. So it's a really nice compliment to the little gun since I refinished it. And I'm not even going to consider having the steel reblued, because it's still in such great condition. It's really in good shape. And even right at the muzzle crown, where you see the bluing start to wear off, first of all, it's still like new, you know. So I'm going to leave the gun pretty much just the way I've got it now. I will be looking for a good set of mounts and rings and a decent scope to put on here, because I want to sight this gun in and get it in the woods this fall to do some small game hunting. So I'll be showing this gun off again, you know, in my upcoming videos. But I wanted to show you the end result of restoring this old gun. You know, this is, like I said, a continuation from the previous videos, and bring it out here and just show you how beautiful these old guns can turn out, you know. So anyway, at the end of the video, I'm going to be showing you some before and after photos from what I started out with to what I have now. And I think you'll agree that this Birchwood Casey True Oil is some great stuff if you know how to use it. So if you're interested in doing this to one of your old rifles, make sure you watch that video that I posted, and it'll take you through all the steps, all the necessary steps. Something that just occurred to me a while ago, this gun was made in August of 1967. And I double checked the barrel code here, and sure enough, August of 1967. And this is August of 2021. That's 54 years ago, folks, when this little gun was made. Now, you're not going to get a .22 rifle that comes standard with stocks like this anymore. You know, most of what you get now is either a walnut stain or a black rifle, something of some type of plastic or polymer. And if you want a gun with a fine walnut stock, you're probably going to have to either special or custom order it, and you're going to pay dearly, folks, because American walnut, French walnut, Claro walnut, all that has gone way up in price. I mean, way up. They still make guns with walnut stocks, but be prepared to pay the price. So anyway, I'm going to be making some more videos here shortly. I'm going to try and get out and do some fishing. I haven't done any fishing videos at all this summer. I've got a cat fishing video that I need to post, and I want to get out and do some stream fishing like I did last summer, where I took you along with me, catching some smallmouth and rock bass, things like that. It's always a lot of fun. And hopefully I can get my grandson to go with me. Trouble is, when I take him, he always wants to jump in and go swimming, and that scares all the fish off, but he has a great time, you know. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video and remind you, remember, if you like to go hunting, fishing, camping, shooting, hiking, whatever it may be, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And until next time, remember, hit that like button, subscribe, and that way you'll know when more videos like this will be coming your way. So y'all take care of yourselves and get out there and enjoy the great outdoors. I'll see you.